What's going on, guys? T-Mart here, and today I wanted to talk about the best SMG in Black Ops 3 because I feel like this is a position and kind of a crown that's been passed around quite a few times, and with the most recent patch update, I feel like it's been passed one more time, and I wanted to talk about with you guys. Obviously, this is all personal preference, and you guys might have differing opinions, but I figured we could open it up for discussion, and I'll give you guys my thoughts. So, it started with the Razorback. That was the king of the SMGs back in the beta. If you guys remember that thing, it was insane. It was so good at close range, and then it also could outshoot ARs because it had good damage at range as well as didn't have too much recoil. It was like almost like an ACR in a sense from like Modern Warfare 2. So that thing was amazing back in the beta, and it was so good and so overpowered that Treyarch actually patched it and they nerfed it during the beta, which none of us were really expecting. So ever since that patch, it's been tweaked a little bit, little buffs, little nerfs here and there, but it's nothing like it once was. Like it's just kind of your run-of-the-mill SMG now. There's nothing special to write home about on it. So after the Razorback lost its crown there, it's been kind of like, traded in between quite a few weapons. Like for a while there, the Pharaoh was pretty good. If you guys remember, it received a pretty heavy nerf, which really, kind of made it not that great anymore. But it was a super solid, like, one burst up close, be able to burst people in 2 or 3 bursts of distance. So for a while, that one was pretty good. The VMP has always been pretty good. I think it's still pretty good. I think it's definitely, in the top 2 or 3. But recently, it did receive a recoil, increase. So I feel like that kind of, makes it not quite as exciting. And really, what the king of the SMGs has been for, like the past month or so, has been the Vesper, without a doubt. So the Vesper is the highest rate of fire weapon in the game, and it just like, it absolutely spits out ammo, and up close, it melts people instantly. Like, if you come around the corner and see a Vesper, you get scared because you know you're gonna die. And, up until yesterday, the recoil on it, granted there was a decent amount of recoil just, simply because of the rate of fire, it was still relatively controllable at those medium to longer distances. So it was a weapon that, like, up close, it was a god gun, and then medium to long range, it was still a pretty, competitive weapon. And it just, like, it was kind of a jack of all trades SMG in a sense. So that one has been very, very good for a long time now. You saw, like, competitive people complaining about it because it was too good and stuff like that. And just yesterday, it received a pretty big nerf in terms of recoil. Even up close, it's got a lot of recoil now, and it completely changes how effective the weapon was, because now at medium to long range, forget about it, dude. It's not going to happen. So you're really putting yourself at a disadvantage if you're using that thing and you're not sticking to extremely close quarters. So the question is, what's the next new best SMG? What should we be equipping on our classes now? And it's funny because I think it's kind of coming full circle. So I remember back when I first started playing the game back in the beta, one of my favorite guns was the KUDA. Like, obviously, it's like, one of the first SMGs you unlock, if not the first SMG that you unlock. I think it is the first one. But, it's the first SMG you have available, and I really liked it. Like, it was a super solid weapon. It killed people pretty effectively. It's got that, like, COD 4 MP5 feel to it and stuff like that. Like, it's a good weapon. And then, of course, everybody found the Razorback soon afterwards, and that's what everybody, kind of jumped on the Razorback bandwagon. But the KUDA was always pretty good, and it's always been pretty good. There haven't really been many changes to it since it came out and since we played it in the beta. And now I feel like it's up there. I think the KUDA may be the best SMG in the game now based off all these recent changes. And I encourage you guys to check it out. Like, this thing is a lot of fun to use. It's got fantastic iron sights, especially if you're a veteran of the series. You guys, like I said, it kind of reminds you of the MP5, which everybody absolutely loved. And, if you throw on some, different attachments, quick draw, grip to help control the recoil a little bit, extended mags is really, really good. I feel like it turns into a pretty prominent weapon. It's good up close, it's good at medium range, it's good if you burst at long range, and it's just like, it's a good jack of all trades. It works in any situation, any scenario. So, I don't know, I feel like that's kind of the next big thing. Like, obviously the VMP isn't bad, but it's got quite a bit of recoil. The Weevil isn't bad. I love the big clip on it, especially for, respawn game types and big team games and stuff like that, but the damage isn't really that great. It kind of shoots marshmallows. Hashtag buff the Weevil. The Vesper obviously has been nerfed crazily with that big recoil, nerf that went down yesterday. The Pharaoh, nothing special to write home about. And the Razorback, nothing special to write home about. So that leaves the KUDA. I think the KUDA is now the best SMG in Black Ops 3. So yeah, there you guys have it. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to catch you guys later. Peace out.